Our topic is mental health. This issue is prevalent in our country today, and it's a topic we were interested in learning more about. What is the social welfare issue? Mental health is defined as our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It affects how we think, feel, and act. It also helps determine how we handle stress, relate to others, and make choices. Mental health is important at every stage of life, from childhood and adolescence through adulthood. This definition was found at mentalhealth.gov. Stigma and discrimination are big issues associated with mental health. According to an article from the National Institute of Health, public stigma refers to a set of negative attitudes and beliefs that motivate individuals to fear, reject, avoid, and discriminate against people with mental illness. Individuals with mental illness are more likely to experience housing and employment discrimination and homelessness compared to people without mental illness. This is clearly a huge issue that is not covered as much as it needs to be in our current society.
What is the scope and magnitude of the problem as well as statistics? The scope is the area covered or subject matter that something deals with. The scope of mental health is very broad and there are many different areas covered and affected by this. According to the Myrtle Wood Foundation, 1 in 5 adults experience a mental illness, 1 in 25 adults live with a serious mental illness, and 43.8 million adults experience a mental illness each year. There is a much larger proportion of the population than the general public realizes who battles mental illness. You may have personal first-hand experience yourself, or you may know of someone who struggles.
According to mindwisenv.org, there are many causes to the issue. Studies have found that some of the causes for mental health are physical, social, environmental, and psychological factors. Physical factors include one's genetic makeup along with any physical trauma to the brain. Environmental and social factors go hand in hand and include various aspects of an individual's living conditions and overall setting. Psychological factors include coping with traumatic past experiences such as abuse or divorce. So why is the social welfare issue important? The issue is important because mental health improves your quality of life. Good mental health also makes aspects of life much easier. The magnitude of the issue also makes it extremely important. We need to be able to provide the proper aid to people in need so they can improve their quality of life. Mental health directly affects many aspects of life. Improving and caring for mental health would do a lot for the millions affected. As stated before, 1 in 5 adults are affected by mental health disorders. This is a very large portion of the population, making it a very widespread issue that can impact whole societies at a base level. People who are directly affected by poor mental health can experience lots of different symptoms and issues within their daily lives. The impact of mental health also affects people's families and their loved ones. Okay, what is the political, economic, and social complexity of the issue? The complexity of the issue is something that is very hard to understand. There are many people that are experiencing a variety of troubles with mental health. These troubles affect many different aspects of life. Many of these issues make it hard to have economic success along with other social and daily problems. Social aspects can be affected by these issues in many different ways. Having a mental illness can make you feel distant or different from the rest of society. Political issues and the complexity occur at more of a macro level. There is a lot of discussion about how much funding should be received. Another political topic is about healthcare and to what extent it should cover these different issues.
What is the history behind this issue? So the solutions to the issue of mental health have come a long way. In the very beginning, people thought that drilling holes in the skull to get rid of evil spirits could be a cure for mental health. This is called the lobotomy procedure. Individuals with mental illnesses have been sent to institutions often without their consent and have been treated very inhumanely. However, we have come a long way as a society and now have a variety of treatment methods to help those battling mental health issues. The U.S. mental health care system has come a very long way. The attitude towards mental health has changed over the years and it has brought a lot of attention to the issue. This has led to a lot of new policies being put in place to help our system advance with the new discoveries. What are the debates about this issue? Debates about this issue include, should mental health care be a greater concern? Has society created mental illness? And should mental health be a greater concern to society? A recent issue that has been a major political and social topic is on shooting and how mental health plays a role in these scenarios.
Are there opposing views, and what are they? There are many opposing views on the debate over mental illness. There are many people who think mental health should be a bigger concern. On the other end of the spectrum, people overlook the severity of the issue. An example is when it comes to the topic of shootings. This brings a lot of different viewpoints into play. Some put the blame on the mental health of the individual, while others put the blame on American gun control laws. How are the views different in relation to causes, impact, significance, priority, importance, solutions, etc.? We believe that the views on mental illness are different based on experience of the person. Somebody who hasn't experienced the struggles of mental illness may not be in favor of making it a greater concern or even know how much it impacts those who are struggling. However, if somebody has experienced it firsthand, it will be a much more important issue to them.